Welcome back everybody. The day of PSO beta is upon us and we only a few hours away from the launch of it today over on F-Bot 1. We are here to talk about a few things that probably need to be known for the beta if you are hopping in tonight into it for the fourth time. Some little thing to go over to get you in the know and also help out your experience playing PSO over the next 30-ish hours we're gonna have for the beta. So of course today I am going to talk about the 5 things you need to know about the beta and what to expect later on in it. If you haven't already and if you enjoy tutorial news and everything Phantasy Star, make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, leave some comment below and link it to the 5 things you need to know about the beta. Starting this off with something that you may or may not be aware of from Phantasy Star Character Creation, which is a course as you enter the Phantasy Star universe, and if you pick a job that you are not exactly the most happy with, or you end up not really liking the play style of it, do not worry, because of course you can run over to the class deaths, I guess you could call it, and from here you can change out what job you want, and also deal with sub-jobs, which we'll unlock later, and we will have a special video on all about sub-jobs and how that all work. But if you do want to change your job, or you just want to play around with different jobs on your character, you can do so by talking to the NPC behind the counter, and just see what you actually enjoy, and try to find a class that will work for you. And one of the biggest things that's going to be in the beta for PSO is called the Origin Quest, or as we knew of it on the JP version of the game, emergency quests, which is available mainly through a certain time period, which of course, if you haven't already checked out my video breaking down everything in the beta, we do go over everything and when all the origin quests are happening. But the quests are mainly broken up to getting a alert in a game, which you will see with a little pop down menu coming down from the top of the screen, telling you about the event that getting ready to start. Also, it's kind of hard to miss, not only because of that, because up on the ceiling of the main hub area will be flashing emergency or origin quest, depending on how they actually going to change the animation tonight. But pretty much once you see the alert and you see the emergency symbols going off in the hub area, you'll just run over to the quest desk and talk to the NPC behind the desk, and from there you can join in on the quests, which the quests are mainly broken up into small little dungeons or boss battle that will give you 30 minutes to complete each of the dungeon, and by completing them you will unlock might it be equipment, money, and pretty much everything tied to your character as far of getting some pretty decent loot. But once again, you do only have a 30-minute time limit to get it done, and there is pretty much going to be one happening for the most part throughout the whole beta, at least in the beginning. Once again, check out my video all about that if you are interested in what's happening and at what time. And for anyone who is playing the beta tonight and you are worrying about your character or putting a lot of time into it over the next 30-ish hours, do not worry about losing anything, because lucky enough we know from the official Twitter account, which you all should be following, that your save data is going to carry over into the main game once it actually come out of beta and launch publicly. So by playing the beta and by doing as much as you can, you're going to have a little bit of a head start once it becomes public to everybody. So if you were worrying about your character being wiped or grinding out certain equipment or level, do not worry. All that will carry over into the full release. We officially know that voice chat will be available inside PSO2 for the beta. So if you are in a party, you can use voice chat, or you can still use normal typing if you want to go that route. But as of now, it's seeming that voice chat going to mainly be used for party chat and not so much lobby stuff. But lucky enough, you can decide on how you want to do it, at least in parties. And of course, you're still going to be able to actually be able to type if you don't have a mic or don't want to talk to random people. you still have a way to communicate, and both of them are 100% valid. So with that, hopefully with the voice chat, that you all can organize, make some friends, and also get through some of the origin quests a lot more easier. And our final thing to know about the beta for tonight is, of course, if you are someone who is coming from the PC, might it be the JP version, or someone that want to test out how the game will play on PC, mainly from a controller aspect. Of course, in the beta, it has been verified we are going to be able to use mouse and keyboard if you want to play it that way. But as someone who had played JP using a PS4 controller, the game works flawlessly with a controller. But if you want to do mouse and keyboard, you will have that option. And that is the 5 things you need to know about the beta tonight, from voice chat to controller to job system to the origin quests that needed to be completed for all the fancy loot we are going to be able to pick up in this beta with exclusive items. Once again, haven't already, click on the cards if you want to see my breakdown of everything in the beta as far of actual quests and times for each of the quests as well. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead, go prepare for the beta, and if you want to join me for the beta, you can do so, because I will be live tonight at the time of the video you are watching right now. I will be live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time as we prepare to hop into the beta, as we begin our 31-hour play to our fall asleep on stream marathon for Phantasy Star Online 2. And of course, you can check that out over on twitch.tv/PonyShow. And if you want to keep up with all the news, all the tutorials and whatnot, all about Phantasy Star, make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, and of course, once again, hit the card up top if you want to keep watching more Phantasy Star stuff from me. So with that, I will catch you all in the comments.
What quest にしますか?